Thank you so much. Malungil tutaw. Good morning and happy Friday. Janice, thank you for having us again today. First and foremost, takadamal ilmerang asule laruba kal Dios ra klangarigid for another given day. May gero will protection, ma blessings ringi over us. Malungil tutaw. Almoraro ko yung listeners, my viewers, ngara alsela belaw, Michael belaw. Direkal daw rin ngara malungil tutaw almora President Whips, Madam Vice President Sangabaw Senior, luldimok tirigel rogoy ngara leadership rablur belaw. Ay badul, mabilong, marogo yung kol maasil ma arubukul belaw, malungil tutaw. Kadalu talmer el Friday again tel talk show gidar adra Red Cross ang aring isel every 2 weeks every payday Fridays okyak sang gidar el tutawa way lolo ko ya Janice tamal to kubet sel adal mera Red Cross tiyang ako ra umeelel sel show gidra last 2 weeks ago mle showcase at tirigel Red Cross Disaster Action Teams mang kada ngutel teal al masterir tiragal teru le qabil matamamo o self introduce tir and then kada gukmormeng cycle experiences tir is RDATs from the state that they come in mang aktiragal ngote al o ay selwase tiragang Red Cross Disaster Action Teams. They represent the states of Sonsorol and Hatohobei. Sisiwa igal Rogoyal state, but they are a little bit different in a way that the remote islands are there. Mongkora talgibal gukngod at teliral handle already. I take this time to thank you too for your commitment and for your dedication. For being able to join me el tutaw. Mang malungil tutaw please take this time to introduce yourself. Waseng taangklem, ka ngara lobby sa ngara druelem. Atang.
Okay, ngil tutaw everybody. Angkle ka Chaplain Victor. Actually nga ka Lieutenant Governor Hatohobei, and it's going to be my 3rd term as of this year.
Congratulations. That's more than 10 years.
Yeah. And actually, sirak started mo Lieutenant Governor, I went down there and stay. And say started mo RDAT. I've been calling up sumangar niya or disaster or mumiring ladaw. I always call up to our office, informer there. There was a maknitayang at makas. And even inform sumangar niya adults mayor. Sige daw rin nga say, make sure the state employees, even the other abalu, their well-being and everything.
As a Lieutenant Governor, hindi rin nga rin isel roller ka, right-hand ra kabenor Yes, mang in time sa kabenor mataarbasul, you are there to step up and do the work.
Yes, mga kabenor ang artyang nga ngara to obey.
I see. Thank you for that. Lakad ako krong saw.
Malungil tutaw ang Lahaina Luna Pedro. I'm a bookkeeper at Sonsorol State and also an RDAT at Sonsorol State. I'm a Pedro and Dindiak Lieutenant Pedro. She's my auntie.
Thank you. So, at this time, maldi suwada because many times esel gim beratok show yagi mo mention at yal tokoy Red Cross Disaster Action Teams mang agimal grateful, we're very thankful lemlo sabel 2 weeks ago yagimle invite tirigel first al RDAT selmle tiang amal di random al pick oy mang usually agi di send out an invite and whoever is comfortable for that date, and they're given the opportunity. So, 2 weeks ago, and gukmle sabela RDATs ra represent ra Irai State, Maay Malik State, tel me obang kamam. So, they did share waseng nga ngayel guk ngar alir as RDATs. So, At this time, akmalulingit talwasi ko kam share I gel experience or kami wala at tele laurior is an RDAT. And with that, the clue remind, akora din mo talaw ay salwase, tiragal Red Cross Disaster Action Team sa yes, ang nga training silngay, they come to be a part of the Red Cross through partnerships ra a Red Cross, may 16 state governments sa Belao, loya ka diragal partnership with the National Emergency Management Office, NEMO. So, usually, katakora, bloilos pa at timelines, so we can bring people back to a certain time. Okay. So, ela kami ultero nga sirado ko touch base kumwase you've been part of the state government since you were there sa Typhoon Surigay, right? Kami do ko umuuler say give them share wase kom lariger koram lewang at teletele lalo mu laurior from the beginning, during the typhoon and after the typhoon.
Okay, akmara tobe sira typhoon Surigay, emlarnya terul RDAT telngarse. Jesse Matthew Eusebio.
Okay.
Ya flebang ra Helen Reef direct RDAT. So before our announcement was nga typhoon, agim larsem start Sesayol, Meringalata. It's like a typhoon, but we haven't heard from our state ngatyang informer kamamal was nga typhoon.
Ela ka mention ra Hatohobei Helen Reef. So tell her nga balura Hatohobei.
Why say?
Okay. Ela meri lum balura Balura Sonsorol. Ngarangot al Balura Sonsorol.
We have 4 municipalities. There's the Sonsorol Island, Puluana Island, Merrier, and also Fana.
And Fana. Okay. Ela kawaseng one RDAT tamlara hereng. Terong amlara Hatohobei lobeng game. Before I'll receive ato ko already la filra sa sengelayol.
I say.
Okay.
So I'm not really actually know what date akla obvious that time date. But afterwards when I go to the radio, nga adra radio at the same time. From 9 a.m. and also on air on 3 p.m.
So our radio schedule is only 9 a.m. and 3 p.m.
Yeah. And then we don't have power system. We're using a battery, solar system.
Laurel radio.
Yes.
Okay. Please, kamlutel ko ra og story and then what?
And then maybe the next day I went to the radio. Obviously, mama informal was nga typhoon May. So please secure ablimiu, earth and everything. So I went out and talked to Trigal Terul RDATs to inform everybody.
Would you remember wasang amlet telang a population ra Itchelbalu at that time?
At that time, I think Tobe 30 people,
30
including children.
Okay.
Helen, I think 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ngarinyar ngal, ngarinyar mauwad la.
Heren.
Both.
No, Heren, the Rangers. Tigil nga Heren. Tobe nga niya old age, other Lorio, State. Itigal students nga niya
school. Okay. When sel omdul was secure, nga raigel omorul secure
Total secure ertra state nga daw.
Kung malongas.
Bring to the island, El Morapalu. Direct secure igel blal dekal well.
Masisi.
Michael state buildings, Michael water catchment. Everything school. The cellphone Sesayol tagit daka disaster shelter kama magiblo all mura school.
Okay. Lang tokoira in terms of disasters, hindi ra kalmalgirel nga rin typhoon shelters, may gigidal ko ra safe shelters sa ba dira adal evacuate tal mo ringi. Mela ko wase nga ra tobe ko mo utilize ra school, yan nga ra here nga more.
Tadi nga ra tiale.
Tadi more selval ngin.
Oo, tiale stationer ti.
Stationer tier. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing, and we'll damal the open communication if we can hear from Raadra Songsol. Elasay kitara katatir ka nga ra typhoon surigay. During that time, may kawkakuk mlarigay.
Ilang kamlara state officer ko, ma'am. And I remember the day, it was not the date, but the day, it was a Thursday. And then I went in the morning at 8 a.m. and then I niredel mara blura Sonsorol mapulwana.
At the state officer tiyang
Yeah,
sel nga rami yun. So.
I say. And then they told us that they're starting to feel these strong winds coming. And we've lived there for a while. They know that when they feel certain winds, they know what to do already. So they told us that they will secure their homes and then just let them know if tohol metodra nemo mungger. So at the time, and okay, it's okay, guys, secure, and then I'll check with you guys again at 4 p.m.
So, I'm sorry, this was just a regular radio touch base. Hindi na kakatokoy ranemol tuwa ba?
Okay, not yet.
Okay. Now, you mentioned the kamle confirm was nga rin 4 municipalities.
Okay.
Ra Balura Sungsol. Tel radio, sel omo radio from radio kami wang nga state office. Okay.
Yes.
Ko radio sabi I'll reach out tal more tirigel for.
Today there's only people on the 3 islands, Sonsorol, Pulawana, and Fana.
Dilinda ka adra Mary.
Unfortunately, the one that was living there has passed. Mr. Ismail. They're working on going back and preparing the island as of now. It's just we're getting there. They're gonna.
May ang radio system sa ngaringi in place Rigel 4 islands.
We just all come up at the same frequency and then we speak from there. Same
Frequency, same time.
Okay.
Are you able to all get on line ra osisul time?
We have scheduled Toby there 9 nakamamakuk 8 a.m. ma 4 p.m.
I guess my question is when you're talking, all the 4 municipalities can hear you and they can also exchange. Awesome. Yes.
Depending on the what do you call this? Sometimes it gets really bad.
The frequency reception.
The reception, yes. But that day, the Thursday, before they gave out the public advisory, at 4 p.m. I was in the office and I received a call from NEMO. They told us to communicate with our islands and tell them that, okay, there might be a storm coming. They should secure their homes and prepare for what's to come. So it was a good time because I was still on radio at the time. Nakamunicate al Martir. And then but they've already secured that day. Plus there's really no electricity there. So they're only using, some of the houses are using generators to light the houses and stuff. So they're really using the sunlight. That's why they were working during the day to prepare.
Would you remember was it tel amlet lang or adal nga raigel balu?
Roughly like 20s to 30s in Sonsorol, and then about 15 to 20s in Pulawana, I think.
Okay, Yafana.
At the time, there was nobody during Surigay.
Okay.
There was nobody.
During Surigay, yung dimla karang nga Fana, Mary?
I think the one in Fana came to Sonsorol.
Okay.
And then they were there.
Okay. So, in terms of secure, baluing dosisyo ko mo lang sa air.
I cut down pictures that might be might fall on the houses or what, and tie down their houses. It might fly away.
So ela kami hindi kami nga niya schooler kami ura sungsol magsabi edalwasi nga niya children.
Yes, there's a lot of children in Sonsorol and Pulawana as well. So when I received word, I told them maybe it's good to go take shelter now. So, and then to stay close to the radio so we can have communications when we receive. So we made a schedule to meet up every 4 hours and then every 1 hour if it's getting really worse. Because of what Lieutenant mentioned, we're using battery and so the people in the island, they have to turn off their radio.
It's limited. Yes.
That's some of the challenges that we face.
Man. Ilang ko nga rin I know there's an initiative. I know there's plans mo install makaratolo ko radio VHF? HF. Is that the ones that you have now?
Yeah.
Okay. I think there are plans in place mo install more improved system. So we're hoping, and then we know luase nga rin solar.
I see.
Nga rin ba eselmle solar mlora.
At the school.
Semlora Hatohobei. Hindi na kalmo nga rin sungsol. Okay.
Sonsorol and Pulawana.
Puluwana. Agi ko ra oreng silwaseng malgekarea usage or power. So
For Toby, I give la altiuta freezer to use the power material radio system rakama material.
gira laro ko fly mo freezer o TV.
They're starting to get there. I think maybe they're still practicing getting there.
It's great news. Janice nga ka adra Hatohobei. During his time in politics, batokol time I go down to the islands, but I was very young. At that time. I think the last I went 2008. Yes. Samle last trip nga kalubang gilada makalmong. But yes, aktira kalmal familiar tetele labalu. Madengi get challenges el tira face maktira kalmal ngartiang emal thankful emal grateful elwase kakadobang galablu laade o makasil moruay, and there's many good things that are happening. So kadamral di orang asawlera igel batokal opportunities, most especially our partners sa rigid ranemo mara adra Palau National Weather Service, for the good and the strong partnership among sabaid mal kakatkak le malamol silba akla in terms ratokoy disasters, and of course kadadir ka nga sila tokoy COVID-19 na matyal pandemic. So we thank also our partners from the Ministry of Health and Human Services. Tamal mo maasang, but the partnership is there. As an auxiliary, agimal di nga alam prepare ourselves and to make sure that we stand ready for when tukura mo uspe ang yeswa. So thank you so much again for ikagidil ko ra oblam share. Nga kamal ko ra di curious ra ilaigal balura Sonsorol Tamora school, they have schools nganya school ra Pulawana. Ngaringi. Okay, so what about Fana and Merid? No. Mangwala karangal kal ngarsel and ka school, they go to Sonsorol. Either Sonsorol or Pulawana, All right. Makamiw.
Dito ba ang nga school ni Helen Rifa by CMPA Conservation itiral very small island the rangers ang ngi. Ngaranga katokora dira ka ngara tokoira typhoon surigay ngora mlewa ngaranga damages rabalu. So ela kada thank you for sharing alwasing sira activate como spe a radio communicate
a radio because battery at that time it was limited. Makumset ta schedules and then you meet on air. Momre ka sotamle secure. They were safe fra storm. Where do you say it was a shelter a Sonsorol? Kung dire ka low spera school?
Yes. So somewhere at the school and then somewhere at the church.
Okay.
And then Dirakal Jal, I think at the dispensary. There's a dispensary
the hospital
there,
dispensary. Were there evacuees? Nga niya adal mle evacuate. They had to move out of their homes to go to the shelters.
Yes, pretty much almost everybody they went to those shelters just so we can be together. Like we don't have a cell phone there, so it's hard for communication. You have to go and walk to the house
One
and
by
check
one.
where they're at. So they already know. So when I told them that they should take shelter, they all moved to like one place.
Nice. Was it the same for you?
No, for Toby, before Metrol was nga niya typhoon, we all secure. Na secure Allyne, air, everything. So we all stay home.
Kumpay
Yeah.
din larablay.
And then I just informed our adult was sumang getting worse. Everybody go to school.
Okay.
Sige ta mo shelter ka.
Very good, very good. At least kung larse, madangay gigidal information and mal important tal bolo dangi community. Luasengar nga isilayol, tangira dal secure. Yes, you can stay home, but in case ang mo giri will evacuate, you know where to go. Do you guys know about the family disaster kit? Yes, okay.
For me, I don't.
So, a family disaster kit, it's really anything, whether it's a bag or a Tupperware. Kada advice ra adal wase in times of emergency, ay gigil korangar self-preparedness stage. Ngungil adakat makliya secure dal kikarel iremono, like a bag or a Tupperware. Put all your essentials in there, your passport, your medication, mga flashlights, radio, makansume, igay gukni seldangar belaw, and Janice seldangara igay balura Sonsorol ma Hatohobei. When we talk about koror, we don't say orior or koror. Kadakmulwa se belaw. Yes. So, today you learned it. It's
Actually, we know sumang kimo evacuate el mora school. We will take our flashlights, our supplies, everything. Yeah.
Yes, enough water. Say the emergency family emergency kit. Ako rasuwa preparing for at least 3 days supply. In terms of disaster, within 3 days, say the sel ko mal beginning, middle, and end of when things are at its worst. So. Yes, that's awesome news. Also kumukum ko radimle oba flashlight maobangarang. It's a matter of just putting it together into one package. Make it easy to travel with it. Awesome. Kadadi continue ra alda we don't have much time. Tell shoregi dadi girel half an hour. Tamal masawlar adra PWFM. Sometimes when we get a little bit hot, takora alaw regi dahil telal minutes.
I guess we're getting hot.
Yes. So at this time, please share maybe one positive and one negative of all your experience. Maybe one. You're not limited, but at least explore share mle happen mle positive ringi maluben negative impact ringi.
I think the positive for me is like as an RDAT, I love doing what I do. I love being helpful and being able to communicate to the islands as well and letting them know what's going on here. I'd love doing that, and I'm so happy that I get to work. That's a positive thing for me. I love working with people. I can't think of a negative thing because I tend to always think of the positives. I'm just kidding. But so far, our RDATs, those who went to the training in Ngiwal, they were very active here in Koror. Sadly, they're in Koror, all of them, but they were very active. So what happened was the lieutenant governor and we were in the state office, and then one of our RDATs, Noreen and Aisley. Aisley was the male. He gathered his boys just in the community, and they said, okay, let's go around in Eang and then check who needs to secure their homes and stuff. So they did that. And then me and Lieutenant and Noreen, we're in communication where our people are at. Are they at home? Do they need to go to shelter? Stuff like that. So this working together with this our RDATs and our community, I really liked it, and I really thank the Palau Red Cross for training us so we were able to do these things, and then we ran smoothly even though there's typhoon.
Awesome. Awesome. You've mentioned two things that I'd like to touch on. So, komal masaw laraigel efforts sa kami you're saying alwase ila kami wa RDATs representing the state of Sonsorol and the Hatohobei. But then tirigel RDATs el Mlara Orior. Tirigel RDATs el Mlara Orior. They activated their group or Seratemela Surigay and even Tropical Storm Rai to help the community ra Eang.
Yes.
Hindi suwa I'll bring it up alwase it came up into a discussion because Eang a jurisdiction ra Koror State. Yes, so selgora amraringi agirel Eang ma agel initial damage assessment ringi makatmok loya ka Koror State. But you know, Kadamal, again, it's building partnership, and the more people, the merrier. Maurio raungil maral. It was an important point Telgoramle raised that yes, you can activate, you can help because kami we care a community and you know it best. So it's just a matter of good communication. The state government, both Sonsorol, Hatohobei, communicate with Koror State. Telwase kama mga ringar RDATs or kama malngartiang in terms ra tokoy ra urior. Let's continue to communicate and help each other.
Why say that happened during the Surigay, and then we were just helping. Our boys were helping securing the homes because Koror State is a big place, and then we cannot just sit and then expect them to come and help us. We have to help each other out, and then with the IDAs, the assessments. The Koror State, they came to Hatohobei, and then they did their work there. So I appreciated them for their efforts and their work. Yeah.
I think one good example was kami al-Adraigal Tablol State, Sonsorol, and Hatohobei, el-Kera Eang, mga kapasang you know your community best. Agim lo madengay or agirireng salwase Tirigel Koror State RDATs le assessor silm le muutal. I think that was by mo Head Start. It was actually vacant, but then because ang guktim la kalodengay, they went ahead and assessed it. Mang it's the kadadire kalmerang asulir lang dia kalgirel nga rin any household al maoit. Yes, but on the other side, if mle combine the efforts and mle strong collaboration, you probably would have communicated was til ang vacant ng jaka adal keringi, and therefore sabi adal gukti report ringi and not really.
So the good thing about it was yes, the Surigay happened just right after the training. So when they did came, there were like, I think all RDATs, they had their like what do you call this,
Their knowledge.
challenges and stuff that they went through during that, especially the IDA, the assessment part. And then learning sel hot wash after the everything happened after the surigay, and then we all shared, especially the complaints that they received. They all shared and we all heard it, and then we all learned from it. So I think it's a good thing that it happened. So we were able to learn about it and then know what to do the next time.
Awesome. Kamal masulang al kumulwaise because there is no perfect thing in this world. The best way to go is improve our communications, to make sure that engage our other community, not only engage, ngira dal remeng sa I get feedback or tier if they have concerns or recommendations. We need to all suck it up and let those feedback and those concerns help us improve our rated next time around. Awesome. Kami war Red Cross Disaster Action Team sa Red Cross amal blessed longaringi opportunity ringil sa establish a program. It's been going very well. Namomre ka tool trainings and there's even more trainings coming up. You don't only serve as an extra arm. Komro kuira Red Cross. Kom madale di ngale ngrele imale oil. So thank you, and we hope palwase kid as human beings, kada dire kalmla mo one the Red Cross family.
Yes.
Kada magimal hope palwasable sabi I'll continue to grow together in a positive way. The will communicate and do the best that we can to serve our communities. Yes. Are that lieutenant nga kora so mal share?
Nga so I'll share, especially it's luckily hindi mlakal dia talamal rato obe. If so tele sumang assess rato obe talamal lablime, how we will help them, that's another problem we're facing. Takes a while find a ship to go down there and
Yeah.
True, yes. Same
Yeah.
with us. So mga niya, especially where like security, like asumong mga niya other like they're hurt or whatever in some
Or
cases.
they get sick.
Or they get sick. Man mo ring or kamamalo siga. Yeah,
Kada-
that's the main challenge that we face today. But
The health of the people is the first that matters.
Oo, ay.
I guess sa kadamal sa beedal merang asaw and also be very grateful ra adra Ministry of Justice mar adra patrol boat.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Cook
very
at the state level ang dia kabil singit. Back in my time, well, back in the days, ang mlaring niya takbo, mlaring niya Fanawan. My dad even used to drive those boats. I miss my old men. But not to make this personal, I galo review la, you know, kada malulu, orang alwaset taratay, may bol sabi la, itchil balu. Hindi ka bil kami, matira kalbalura. Ablilyaw mga yaw raw, ngilangan nga bil sangir. Hindi ka kami umang ayang ale. Ayang lalaada ka bil sangil. I'm not sure. But kadamaran malulu, orang alwasebol sabi la, in the future, if hindi ka sabi mere at the time, boring yamra bil sangil abalu, mal sabi lawyer anytime around the clock whether ang emergency maluubeng ngidil ngarang aluspe a transportation nga ka umrang alwasel boring yaw ngilo lidyo it makes it easier to transport dire legal construction supplies maybe sa bedel mesa nga balul develop yes kada We're now at the end of our time.
Yes.
I give you one last round and malkoradik mong I get whatever last words so we will share before we close our show today.
I guess I'll just start with thanking the Red Cross Society, NEMO, with all the trainings and everything that we've learned from you. I'd like to thank the RDATs from all of the states for their hard work. I never realized how hard the work is until I became one. So I hope they know, and I hope you know that you're all appreciated.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. Nasual marangasal mura Red Cross, even Nemo, for what have they done for us. Madirakal MOE for in mala tele solar system malme, even PNCC, including UNDP le support talaga ma'am.
Yes.
Thank you.
Auriora masisi is el ngaring lolo our partners. So yes. Thank you to all our partners. As these RDATs are saying, gomal masaw lerokuy to all of Red Cross's partners. Tirigel rogo yung donors, whether ka individual or ka entity, malube ka corporate. We thank you for your donations that help us continue I'll stay on track with our mission, and that is to keep our Palawan communities safe and resilient. So, Janice, kadamar maraen, the akmal di olturige di i-announce igal kora ongoing lurior. So, Eli team ra Red Cross at yung collaborative joint partnership with NEMO, Mapalao National Weather Service. Omakarok laygay the RDAT trainings. One ra component ringi a refresher trainings rato ko ra initial damage assessment plus ra weather ready nations. So the states of Sonsorol and Hatohobei amle combined are adriral nga ra orior. And they had the first refresher training. Tokoramle open or tagi the refresher trainings. This Tuesday, laring Nemo office in IRI. Yesterday, ay gagi del 3 lobbies sa kukmle deploy del Mura Angar State. They're returning back today for the same training. So that's 3 out of 16 states na mamara ka refresher training. Agimal di OI certial good news el Mura Adrabalu. Iwase tirigel 13 other states el diraka kala boro langaya refresher training certi. Mal sabari look forward to be trained. And take the IDA ma weather ready nations refresher training sa ay kang maray labalu and they're being dealt with state by state. So that things will include not only RDATs, the other state government and the community as well. Akuk takoy health and social services. Janice, you know about our single incident emergency assistance. Agimal ngutkel teal ayamar murar adrabelu matirigel tira kamingil. Ngoram lo kloa delay because ngaring we came across a few challenges, but the promise maldir ka ngaringi alsuko maka langu okodong alwase yes confirm dal ngarabal sa al mo receive ang Esra Red Cross ing agi mo mayo then di ang Eswa dirige ko thank you for your patience, and we look forward to reaching out to you sel kotel mere dal sabael direct to kay health ing ngaringi Tokoira donated car seats. Palawan Red Cross Society joint partnerships with Office of the President, Office of the Vice President, and the Ministry of Justice. Madirikal MHHS tangara a committee that's safe. It's safe committee. It stands for seatbelts are for everyone. So ngaring yaigel donated car seats le arrive. Palawan Red Cross Society akuk nga alala applications magimal DOI silwa sa application sa continual open. It's not really on a first come first serve basis. Tiang nga ba your eligibility alul mar ada girirel may apply arogul applications los car seats sa mura review, and then tirigel applicants mo receive a call on the next steps forward. It's tiang announcement tel morangi dil the los pe a car seat tel wase please fill out the application raw bom part the process and we hope palwase while like al donated car seats will giblam receive are going out that others are willing to donate some more mang mosaba mamal di continue tial program mo tuwa the material met mo last trato ko held ngaring blood drive today Friday April 22nd Pala Red Cross in partnership with MHHS amaru laratara blood drive rokuil adel willing sabarirel donate taras mal gimol ngit tertirel wasebora Belao National Hospital Ramayuns. It's happening today from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. There's light refreshments provided. Magi malolengit telwase tirigel sabair, bol donate, help save a life. Adange. And yes, we welcome all blood groups. That's A+, AB+, B+, MAO+. Lastly, it's Earth Day today. Mal happy Earth Day morarogul ad. And you know, let's make every day Earth Day. Lakadomri, let's plant a tree. Let's do all the good things that happens on Earth Day, and let's try to do it every day. Next show the Janice in 2 weeks' time will fall on the 6th of May. Friday at 10 a.m. It's going to be after Senior Citizens Day. Magidire kalmal dingut kalteal lengartyang oreng almorarbeklaad togunit tirigel seniors, material elders in our communities. A very, very, very happy Senior Citizens Day. We hope ang malmo ngila silsir kamiw. That's really it for me. And for us, we thank you once again for this opportunity. Komal masulang kami Rogo listeners, my viewers. We hope everyone are happy and healthy. The continual stay safe. And as always, let's have love in our hearts. Let's share kindness. And let's keep Him first. Adange, komal masulang makuk next time.